Hey there, Mustangs. You've done it. You have arrived on the final week of our school-wide testing. This is session 8. And this is an exciting week because this week we will begin the Science Rise test. Now, the Science Rise test is structured a little bit differently. For both the 7th and 8th grade tests, I think there's about 10 or 11 questions is all, but all of them have lots of sub-questions or groupings to go through. So it's hard to know really how to pace yourself, but like the other tests, we have 3 sessions that we're gonna do for this. We're gonna do it on Tuesday, today, Wednesday, and Thursday to be able to work through the science test. So you've got oodles of time. You don't need to feel like you need to rush through it. And you can kind of pace yourself knowing there's approximately 11 questions, but it's hard to know on any of those 11 how many sub-questions it'll be. So just keep that much in mind. Move through at a good pace and don't feel rushed, because with 3 days you should have plenty of time with that. Also, as we get towards the end of the week, we will give you your growth goal sheets one more time. I think most of you have received them at least once. You would have gotten them on Thursday of last week, but with the problems, they didn't all get distributed. And then this Thursday, you'll get them as well. So as you complete each of your tests, your language arts test, your math test, and your science test, please remember you immediately get a score showing how you did, and it's interesting for you to get to compare it to how you've done in the past to see if you've set a new personal best or not, and that's what you're always shooting for. With that, remain seated, please. Permanecer sentados, por favor. Keep your legs, arms, and head within the desk at all times. Do your best to show how smart you are, and enjoy the ride.
You should have found a stick of peppermint gum at your testing station. Please enjoy this refreshing treat as long as you are actively doing the tests or reviewing your questions and answers. Please make sure you keep your wrapper. When you are finished and have double-checked everything, you are ready to submit.
Your M-Games personal training chart tracks your work on 4 important things: being on time, thoroughly using your scratch paper, completing and double-checking your answers, and bringing a book and reading quietly when finished. At the conclusion of today's session, your card will be stamped for as many of those categories as your proctor feels you completed today. For every stamp you earn, your name will be entered into the prize drawing at the end of the 4 weeks.
All cell phones must be kept in the cell phone pouch in the room and not in your pocket or backpack. If it is still with you, please make sure to put it in the pouch at this time.
Please remain seated during the test. If you need assistance, raise your hand and the proctor will come to you. Keep in mind, the proctor cannot help you solve, read, or explain any of the questions on your test. As always, use your scratch paper to figure out the answers or take notes on the test. Writing down your thinking will always help you do your best. Remember to use the dictionary, earbuds, calculator, and other tools given to you as well.
Make sure you do not submit your tests without your proctor standing next to you. When you're finished with your test and decide you are ready to submit, please raise your hand and the proctor will help you.
Your proctor will also remind you what your previous score was so you can beat your score for your own personal best.
Once you have finished, you will need to sit quietly and read a book. No other activities can be done at this time. You absolutely cannot disrupt other test takers in the room. For this reason, we recommend you take your time and don't rush through the test. There is nowhere else to go once you're done.